Once upon a time, in a quaint village called Irewole, located amidst the lush green hills of Nigeria, the community found itself struck by a sudden and mysterious virus. The virus spread like wildfire, sending the village into chaos. People began to fall ill, and no one understood how to halt the outbreak. A young and dedicated doctor named Temitope was summoned from the city to assist. With her heart full of compassion, she arrived in Irewole and immediately set to work. Day after day, she tirelessly investigated the illness, researching and treating those who were suffering. "Please everyone, stay calm," Temitope urged the villagers as she worked. "We will find a solution together. I need your cooperation. Wash your hands and avoid close contact." Despite her best efforts, the situation grew increasingly dire. Families became anxious, and the village elders held emergency meetings to discuss their plight. While tending to patients, Temitope's mind raced. Something wasn't adding up. One night, as she pored over her notes by candlelight, a chilling realization struck her like lightning. "This virus isn't natural," she exclaimed, startling her trusted nurse, Yemi, who was organizing supplies nearby. "It's been engineered, a bioweapon released into our community." "What do you mean?" Dr. Temitope, Yemi asked, wide-eyed. "You think someone did this on purpose?" Temitope nodded, her heart heavy with dread. "Yes, and we must find a way to stop it before more lives are lost." Fueled by determination, Temitope worked around the clock, gathering samples and analyzing the virus. With each passing day, the burden weighed heavily on her shoulders, but she refused to give in. She believed in her ability to save her village. "If I can just find the right combination," she muttered while testing different compounds, "I'll discover the cure finally." After what felt like an eternity, she made a breakthrough that could change everything. "Yemi, I think I've found it," Temitope shouted, her voice ringing with excitement. "I've developed a serum that can neutralize the virus." Together, they began administering the serum to the sick villagers. Over the following days, Temitope and Yemi observed the miraculous transformation. The fever that once ravaged the community began to fade, and hope returned to Irewole. "Dr. Temitope, we are forever grateful," an elder named Baba said, with tears glistening in his eyes as he stood before her. "You have saved our village." But Temitope's journey was far from over. While the virus was under control, her heart burned with a relentless need for justice. The thought that someone had used a bioweapon against her people could not remain unpunished. "I will not rest until I find the people behind this," she declared firmly to Yemi. "This was an attack on our community, and they must face the consequences." Equipped with her knowledge and the support of the villagers, Temitope began her quest for evidence. She questioned survivors and searched for clues, piecing together a trail that led her to a hidden laboratory near the outskirts of the village. "There's no turning back now," she whispered, her heart pounding in her chest as she approached the lab. With Yemi by her side, she bravely stepped inside, documenting everything she saw. After days of relentless pursuit and collaboration with local authorities, they managed to gather enough evidence to identify the perpetrators, a shadowy organization intent on spreading terror. "Justice will prevail," Temitope declared at the trial, her voice steady and fierce as she stood before the tribunal of elders. "We will not allow our village to become a victim again." In the end, the people responsible for the virus outbreak were brought to trial and held accountable for their actions. The village of Irewole celebrated not only their survival but also the resilience and spirit of their community. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the village, Temitope reflected on her tumultuous journey. "I have learned that preparation and vigilance are paramount," she thought, a sense of resolve filling her heart. "We must always be ready for the unexpected, for dangers often lurk in the shadows." And so in Irewole, life returned to its rhythms, but Temitope remained a guardian of hope, forever changed by the experience. The villagers looked to her, not just as their doctor, but as a symbol of strength and resilience, a beacon in darkness that echoed with the promise of a safer tomorrow.